Hi everyone, this is Erika Reineke, and this week on Tuesday Tips, I'll be interviewing my little sister, Sophia Reineke, a fellow BC Eagle, on what it's like to be a teammate in college sailing. Enjoy! To be part of a college sailing team is kind of unlike any other experience. I feel like when you're in the sailing community, it's usually you're in a boat, you're by yourself, and you're just like working towards the one goal that you want to achieve. But when you're on a team and like you wake up every day and you have people with you that all want to achieve the same goal, and like they're with you in the weight room, they're with you on the water, they're with you when you pick what kind of sandwich you're going to eat at lunch or something. It like to always have that kind of drive in the back of your mind, like whatever I do, I'm going to do it to not only make myself better, but the rest of the people on my team. And I've never had that before, like coming from a single-handed boat. I mean, like, obviously we do high school sailing and everything, but to really be on a college sailing team is something that I don't think I would ever experience in another way. So having a bunch of training partners on the college sailing teams is super beneficial. And it works best when everyone's super open and they ask questions and we give feedback, and a chain reaction kind of starts when one question gets asked, then another will be. And I personally the biggest regret I have from being an underclassman in college sailing is not asking enough questions. And like the upperclassmen really do mean it when they are like, ask me about XYZ, I'm there for you, I have responses, I have the experience. And as a younger sailor, I think reaching out is definitely the best way to learn. And now being older as an upperclassman, I find that the best way to engage with the underclassmen is actually like asking them questions first. And if you ask them questions when they're having a good day and like their speed's up, it like really makes them engage, and then you can learn what they're doing and then translate it into your sailing. Plus the underclassmen are like, oh wow, like, they really think I'm doing well, like maybe I should like ask them a few questions. And it kind of just establishes a better dynamic within the team and the system, and everyone just kind of feeds off each other, builds off each other. And then off the water, it's just being in the gym. Like, there's a few girls on my team, and they know who they are, but anytime I see them in the weight room, I'm like, yo, like, what weights are you using? Because we're all on the same level, and like, we're always there to spot each other, push each other, and like, every single day I know when I'm putting in work, like, they're probably putting in the same exact amount, and it'll get us to our goal at the end of the day. So more often than not in college sailing, you'll send a team to the event, and not everyone will sail. It's usually only like 4 people if your team is doing well, which is good. So being on the shore crew is probably one of the most important jobs in college sailing. I've been shore crew multiple times. I love it, and on our team we kind of emphasize like, when you're on shore, you have to be the best sandwich maker you can possibly be. And if the whole weekend you didn't sail, but you made the best sandwiches ever, then your goal was accomplished and you helped your team come away successfully. So what making the best sandwich means is whether or not your team did well on the step before, like you're on the dock, all smiles, you have the go-go squeeze, like you have the Gatorade, you have the Powerade, you have exactly what your teammates want and they need when they come in, and you're just there for them and you're the support crew. And when you are sailing and you do get taken out, there's such a big emphasis on transitioning to being the shore crew. So if you were in the boat, you get taken out for XYZ, you're now on land, so now your job on the team has changed, and you can still help your team succeed whether or not you have the tiller in your hand or the jib sheets in your hand. You're just now making the best sandwiches on land, and if that's what it takes to come away with a win, that's what it takes, and you gotta have a good attitude all the time. So growing up, I sailed the Laser Radial a lot, which is a single-handed boat, and having a crew now in college sailing is awesome. You never really get bored because there's always someone there to talk to, and when the going gets tough on me and I'm really, really stressed, the crews are they're so positive, and they'll get you through anything. Like, I can be freaking out in the back of the boat, like, I don't know how to sail. I don't know how to sail. I constantly tell my crew, Declan, I'm like, Declan, like, I don't know. I just don't know. And then he's just feeding me constant, like, positive information, like, okay, well, like, pressure's over here, like, the fleet's over here, and, like, they're always there to bring you back to focus on the things that you know how to do. Like, they bring you right back to the basics, and there's never, like, more than 5 seconds where you're freaking out, which obviously happens in the single-handed boat a lot. People don't admit that, but you get pretty sketched out there. But, yeah, having a crew and, like, another teammate in the boat is by far one of the most positive experiences I've ever had, and I've learned a lot about myself personally and how I deal with situations, and they've just made me better as a person, and I thank all the crews I've ever sailed with. And if you sail single-handed, I recommend going out into a boat and just, you know, messing around with someone. It's fun.
Thanks for listening to this week's Tuesday Tips with Sophia. You can also tune into the U.S. Sailing Team Starboard portal to hear about my experience training with the USA Radial team. Thanks.